Good day, everybody. Good to see everybody back. It's a holiday weekend, July 4th. Hopefully everybody out there still has all their fingers. I still got mine after lighting some fireworks off Friday evening to celebrate. Quick video on 328 mile update on the DR-Z right there. We spent the week before the 4th of July, the last week in June up at camp. So I put very close to 200 miles on the 4S, mostly off-road, rough two-track, and state forest roads. Not a lot of, I probably only did 25 miles of blacktop asphalt. So that was probably the best test of any of my bikes doing the riding up there as far as off-road and how they're going to work out. But I'll just talk, I'm going to go over the bike and let you know how everything is holding up and working out at 325 miles here. And there is the bike, still looking good. I mean, I got some scratches on the side covers here. I got a mark here. The bike, I was washing the bike at camp. I had moved it to make sure I got everything on the wheels. It was on a little bit of a slope and it actually fell downhill, and this bar fell down and slammed a rock. And I will say, I do want to say these bars have been very good, very strong. Could anybody watching my videos, the very first when I laid it over on that side of the bar, and the bars did not bend, and it fell extremely hard at camp onto a rock, and they did not bend. Now my rock's risers moved a little bit, so that kind of helps with the bars not bending, because these give and just twist in the clamps a little bit. So that being said, brakes, I still have no complaints on the brakes other than the foot pedal. I had to adjust it up. It's probably up a ½ inch at least from the stock location, because it was just too far to get to and press when you're off-road and riding a little bit aggressive. So that I did adjust on the brakes, but they are performing well on street and off-road. I have no complaints on that. Clutch, still working good. I have done no adjustments on it. No slipping, nothing like that, doing well. Fuel, as far as the EFI, no glitches have developed in that within the 328 miles. It's doing well, throttle response is good. I will say though, on my bike, the idle, after the bike was warmed up and it was idling, the idle was pretty high on my bike in the first like 50 to 100 miles. Now the idle has kind of dropped down to where I feel it should be. It's lower RPMs than it was, like I said, in the first few hours of riding it. Old Scout, look, he's after chipmunk. He chased a chipmunk. He runs the chipmunks around the yard, and then they come in here for cover behind all the parts and everything, and he's in here trying to find out where one went. But anyhow, yeah, so I did notice that on the idle, that it seems like to me the idle is leveled out to normal, like where it should be, as opposed to where it was, you know, in the beginning. I do have a little bit of my boots, my MSRs. I must be, for some reason on my braking side, my calf area on my MSR boots is rubbing the frame there, so we're cleaned off a little bit. The other side is good. And this frame is basically the same on both sides, but it's not wearing off here, so I must be gripping different on my braking side over there. Suspension, I am still very pleased with the suspension. I think I am, from stock, I am 4 clicks softer on compression, and I believe 2 clicks softer on rebound. And with gear, I mean, fully geared up, I'm probably like 215, I would say. So that's been good for me in all my riding situations. I mean, fast down the trail, slow down the trail, as far as that goes. And I did set my sag. As far as sag, there's plenty of videos on YouTube to watch, but I just went through the process and set my sag, and it does help. If you just get this bike from stock and don't set your sag, it's going to affect your handling and your rideability a little bit in the woods. So I would urge people to set the sag before they do anything else with the suspension and get riding off-road hardcore. And this bike is still stock. I mean, no pipe. There's a snorkel that you can remove under your ECU out of the box. That is still in there. Nothing is touched performance-wise yet until someone comes out with an exhaust. I know Yosh has one, but I'm not doing the $800 thing. I'll wait till Delcovic pops one out. I do have my decals down here. They're coming off a couple places, but that's due to my lack of prep. When I stuck those on, I was kind of in a hurry, and I didn't even wipe the swing arms off. I stuck them on, and there was probably some oil down in on that swing arm there, and I didn't wipe it off. So when I stuck it on, of course, they delaminate a little bit and come loose on the edges. So I'll probably have to replace those at some time or just take them off. Air filter is still doing well, but I wasn't really riding in any dusty conditions, so it's staying real clean at the moment. I will look at the tire wear here. These are my AMS Bite MX tires, and they are worn down. I probably wore a little over, these are 328 miles of basically off-road riding, and it's probably a little hard to see. You have your little space in between these knobbies here. I'm almost down to where that is gone. So I would say there's definitely a good top third of these knobbies are worn off. So these tires are probably only going to be good if you wear them basically down to bald. Probably, I'm going to say 1,000 miles maybe. Somebody can comment if they've run these, and comment and put in the comments what you got out of them if you ran them down to where they were basically, you know, bald or worthless. But I will probably run these for another like 400 miles or so. I mean, I usually don't run them down below. When they get to the lower third, I usually swap them out just for safety reasons off-road and put a new tire on. So that's where they're at. Spokes are all tight. I haven't had any bolts come loose. Nothing fall off. We're not burning any oil. Skid plate holding up well. I mean, it's got a lot of hits from rocks, but holding up well. No dents in the pipe. Oh, another thing I want to say, I did activate the tip sensor. When I was at camp, the bike went over on me on a section down in the woods, and the bike did shut off, and the warning light on the dash was on. I don't know, this one right here, the little exclamation with the triangle, it's off now, but you probably saw it flash. So what I did was pick the bike up, turn the key off, and I left it sit for probably only about a minute. Turned the key back on, and the bike fired right back up, and I was good to go. Seat wise, I can't say much because I haven't done a long stretch on the road to see how that's holding up as far as how your butt cheeks hold up to that seat. A lot of guys say it's okay. Some say it is a little rough on the rear, but I cannot comment on that. I've been running this bike with traction control turned off and ABS at least on the back turned off. It's not a big deal. I've run it with ABS on, And if you're coming down a sharp turn or something in the woods, you will get an initial split-second skid of the tire, but then it will activate. And it's not bad, but I just prefer to have it off when I'm doing off-road stuff. So I'm just running it in the A mode, traction control off, and usually ABS off. I just don't like ride with any of that stuff. I've tried all the modes, and I don't really like anything that the other modes do. I mean, they just make the bike feel stunted in its performance. Front tire doing well. That's also the AMS bite. It's showing very little wear on that. Smooth down the road, everything's balanced. I've had no flats with running the Tusk heavy duty tubes. I believe they're either 3 or 4 millimeter thickness. We've been good on those. So no burning oil, everything's good there. And I'm happy with the ergos. I mean, I really have no complaints as far as ergo wise on this bike. I mean, this bike is a really great bike. I mean, I love these things. I have always loved the DR-Z4s, and after putting this week-long time up at camp on this bike, I can tell you right now that this one is just as awesome. I'm gonna love it as much as I love the 400S. They're gonna be an awesome bike. People just need to get over the price tag. A lot of my dealers in the area are already listing these things for $84.99 with no fees, just your tax and your tag. So they're already getting to where you're gonna be able to get them close to like 9,000, 92, 93 out the door, which is good. But they're an awesome bike so far. We'll check in with this one probably at the first oil change interval here at 600 miles. Let you know how that's going. As for now, we're gonna sign off. I mean, comment down below. Let us know how your DR-Z is going with your mileage you have on it and any issues you may have had. But so far, so good on this one. And we'll keep you posted. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification. I appreciate everybody subscribing, and have a good rest of your 4th weekend, and we'll see you in a while.